Hello everyone, today we are going to be making some kangaroo steamed bao. So this is the first time I'm making steamed bao, which is these sort of kind of doughy steamed dumplings, which are kind of fluffy and they're really nice. And we're going to be making a kangaroo meat version of it. So first time I'm making steamed bao. So we're going to be experimenting and we're going to be learning how to make that, and we're going to be experimenting with some kangaroo meat because I have some and I seem to be doing a lot of kangaroo meat stuff here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the cooking. Okay, let's start making these kangaroo steamed bao. And to start off, we got to make the dough. So let's do that. So first thing we're going to do is get some lukewarm water and prep our yeast. Alright, that's good enough. Almost 36 degrees. Oh, we just need a cup. So we've got our 1 cup of lukewarm water here. 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of yeast. Probably could have done a bit better than that, but you know, whatever. So mix around. And then we'll let that sit for 10 minutes. Next up, we are going to have 2.5 cups of bread flour. Oh dear, which I hope we have enough. Seems like we have the perfect amount. That's always nice. 1/2 cup of cornstarch. I have corn flour, which I don't think is the same thing, but I actually don't know what the difference is, but let's just chuck in 1/2 cup of corn flour. Or maybe not a full cup, maybe strange bao. 5 tablespoons of sugar. I don't know if granulated. I don't know the normal sugar, it seems, so we're just using raw. Tablespoons of raw sugar. So this is probably going to turn out kind of wacky. But that's okay. So yeah, about 12 grams of sea salt. And I think that's it. All we need for now. So we just whisk this all together. Whisk this amalgamation of stuff. Hopefully the raw sugar isn't too bad. I couldn't find any of the normal granulated sugar. So we are just going to have to live with that. Okay, all kind of whisked together. So now we just wait another 5 minutes for the yeast to finish up, and then we start slowly pouring that in. Alright, time to mixing. So we're just going to slowly add in. I don't know the best way to do this. I think we just use our fingies and just slowly mix it around until it becomes incorporated. If we need to add more water, we can just add in like tablespoons at a time, just small amounts at a time. Let's get the rest in there. And let's start mixing this up. Basically now we just keep on mixing, and if we need to add more water until it gets smooth. Oh, actually, I remembered, I've got to add in some pork fat. We're going to add in some, you can either add some butter. I have some spare lard. I'm going to use what needs to be used, so I'm going to be using this. So about 20 grams of, but yeah, we just mix these in. Oh no, the lard's made it go kind of sticky. Alright, so it's getting pretty smooth. Give it a few more kneads. Alright, there we go. We'll just place that in there. Grab a towel. Alright, got a damp towel. And we're just going to chuck this in our light up oven for 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so while the dough is proofing, we are going to be making our filling. So we mentioned, we're going to be making some kangaroo mince filling. So kangaroo and leek. So yeah, let's get out all our ingredients, shall we, that we need. And I think that's basically everything we need. Before we get everything, we are going to be just prepping our leek. So we are going to be frying up the white part in oil. We need, and then we're just going to be dicing the green part and putting that in the filling. Now I've never really prepared, so I'm guessing we'll just do half and half, right? So this is what we're going to be frying up. So roughly chopped. It's not super finely diced, but we shall see if this is not good, I guess. We shall see. So yeah, we'll just leave off this aside. This we are going to be frying up right now. Alright, we have our induction hob. Grab a pan that will work on there. Get a bunch of oil in there. And we're just going to fry this up. So I think we want to get to a state of browning this. Alright, we are getting some browning happening. Actually, I think we'll call it now. Because I'm going to be chucking it all into a bowl. Alright. So it will still cook a bit. And there we have it. We have some fried leek. And now we will start putting together on all our ingredients. So we got our last metal bowl here. And to start off, we're going to be adding in our minced kangaroo, which smells like minced kangaroo. So I have no idea how this is going to go, but we shall see. We've got our minced kangaroo, and what we're going to do is we're going to add in all the other ingredients we need, and hopefully it will make some tasty bao. That's the aim. And if not, we tried something new, and this mince needs to be used anyway. So let's get our seasonings together. Okay, so we got our mince, and I think we've got basically just double the amount, doubling up all our ingredients. So without further ado, we are going to be adding a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil. Now we need, the recipe calls for Chinese cooking wine, which I don't have. How different is that from rice wine vinegar, you reckon? I thought I should have bought some. Anywho, we're just going to add in a little bit of, because it has wine in it, so half a teaspoon of sugar, so we're just going to sprinkle in some sugar. Yep, that should be good. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and we have corn flour. So yeah, we're just gonna chuck some of this in. Sprinkle in some 5 spice. So half a teaspoon. We're gonna go with some salt as well. And I think that's about it. When I add in our green leeks, gonna be very leaky. And now we mix. And when I was watching people how they did it, they used chopsticks and they just roll in one direction. So we're going to do the same thing until it becomes pasty. I don't know about this chopstick method. It feels like I'm going to be doing this for a while. I'm making a mess everywhere as well. I'm not sure if I like this method, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my fingers to try and get it all incorporated. Okay, it's kind of a mess, but we're going to add in our oil now as well. And I think we will use chopsticks to begin with because I don't know how hot it is. I don't really want to burn myself. Oh yeah, we need to add ginger. I brought out ginger and I haven't added it in yet. Alright, I'm just going to grate in all this ginger. All this kind of oldish ginger. Alright. Now we mix some more. That's basically what we're after, I think. Now we can just leave this in the fridge until we need to use it. Just let it marinate a little bit, I guess. Can't hurt. And the next thing we'll need to do is we just gotta wait for the dough to double in size, and then we can start making the bao. So that should take about another hour-ish or 2. Basically, we just gotta wait for it to double in size, so that could be whenever. That's what it's looking so far. Definitely looks interesting, that's for sure. Okay, so it's been, I think 5 hours or something like that, proofing. And here we go. It did not puff up like I wanted it to at all. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know how this is gonna work. Anywho, so yeah, that's interesting. But now we'll just roll it out and keep an even shape. But nonetheless, we'll carry on. All right. So nice and even lengthening. We'll just make it into equal sections, I suppose. Something like this should be fine then. We lay them on the cut side. We have our mixture. Not flat though. I don't know. We are going to roll out into like a little section, but keeping a little bit of the middle kind of big. And let's just scoop some of this mince in and go from there, I guess. So a nice big amount, and then once we get to the top, we twist, I think, and then we just make that's a little bao. I hope with a bit of twisting and turning. Yeah, so we're just going to make the rest of these and then we'll steam them. And here we have all our bao, and some are much better than others. It is what it is. I'm not the greatest. So now we're just going to put it into a steamer. We have a wok that is got some water steaming. I think we'll do 4. 4 of the better looking ones, I think. All right, here we have our bao. And I think there shouldn't be any holes, but I guess we'll find out. So we're just gonna put a lid on this. And then we're gonna put them on the top of the steamer for 15 minutes. And the rest of these can go into the freezer. All right, it's been about 15-ish minutes. Let's see what it looks like. All right, big reveal. Did the bao keep shape, or did it kind of explode everywhere? Let's see. Yeah, not too bad. Some better than others, but that's not too bad. Very cool. Got that kind of nice consistency to them. All right, we'll let it cool down a little bit, and then yeah, let's taste test. So yeah, that's how it's looking like. Not too shabby. But let's dig into one. So without any dipping sauce. Well, this didn't turn out too bad at all. I was a bit unsure, but it worked. Look at that. It's not too bad. Sweetness, got that kangaroo-y flavour a little bit, but we also got the kind of sweetness from like all the seasoning. That leek with a bit of freshness adds that. I'm gonna add a bit of dumpling sauce as well and dip that in and see how that is. That's good. That is good. I think the dumpling sauce really adds to it as well. Just that extra flavour to it. This turned out a lot better than I was expecting though. A lot better. I was kind of like, oh, yeah, not too bad, but not too bad at all. But yeah, the filling has turned out quite nice. The leek, kangaroo leek filling, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. But yeah, that's kangaroo steamed bao. Learned how to make bao, experimented with kangaroo, and it turned out delectable. Actually delectable. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.